You know, one funny part about this ICE agent that the orange man actually brought into the existence of Americans is they didn't know that, you see, all of this nonsense they are doing, they can do it to every single person, like Hispanics, Haitians. In fact, they can even do it to their fellow white folks. I don't care. But the only mistake they didn't know is that they cannot do it to a black American blood. They cannot do it to a black American person. Because let it make sense that ICE agents will just take their self to a particular city and they see a black man and they want to just grab this black man. The chaos was mad. The chaos was what made me to bring this particular video, because they were like, no, 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 no. Do this anywhere else, not in this particular city. And I so much love this particular video. In fact, hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Credit belongs to original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. With that being said, let's dive right into this video so that you can see with your eyes and you can also hear with your ears. Let's go, guys.
You go to work and either on your way or coming from, you see ICE. And you decide in that moment, in your polka dot business casual dress with your business casual shoes and your blazer, that fuck everything else, the time is now. And you start snapping. Man, when I say let's get active, New York, that's what I'm talking about. Let's get active. Let's get active. They'll see us in our business casual. They'll see us going to work, coming from work. Let's be active in the moment. We don't have to put on a show. We don't have to be active in the moment. That's what we need to see. Good job, lady in the polka dot dress. Good job.
Go. Get to the wall. New York. You can film. I'm not doing nothing. He asked so many questions. What's up? I'm from Brooklyn. Brooklyn. Just give the officers some space. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm not doing nothing. Yeah, I'm born here. Kings County Hospital, Brooklyn. I'm born here. Brooklyn, baby. Suck my. Look, yo, listen. They asked me for ID. I didn't show them no ID. They cuffed me. That was it.
And then how did they take the cuffs off?
The one guy came in, he said just take the cuffs off of it. I didn't show them anything.
Did you guys see what happened to ICE when they decided to roll up to New York City? ICE showed up to New York City to pick up the Canal St vendors, but they weren't expecting all these New Yorkers to join in on the streets and start following them and chanting and calling them names and giving them the finger. They weren't expecting that because New York is different. You thought that it was going to be like Portland. You thought the New Yorkers were going to be wearing inflatable costumes and doing the cha-cha slide outside, but you were wrong. You were wrong, because New York started pulling up in full force, and they were coming out of everywhere. They were coming out of businesses. They were coming out of their jobs to form this mob around the ICE agents. And the ICE agents had to walk back to their little van and retreat back into the building because they were scared. This ain't Portland, papi. This ain't California. This is New York. And you're gonna find out, okay? You're gonna find out what it's like to be persecuted, okay? New Yorkers ain't gonna put up with this. And every day that you're there, there's gonna be more. There's gonna be more New Yorkers, and they're gonna come out, and they're gonna yell shame, and they're gonna give you the finger, and they're not gonna tolerate you being in their city, okay? What you think this is? No, papi.
More proud to be a New Yorker than watching New Yorkers' response to ICE going after the vendors on Canal Street. For those of you that don't know, Canal Street is a infamous, popular tourist destination basically in New York City, where you can find counterfeit goods, usually sold by Senegalese men who work for Chinese people, and vice versa. People who usually crack down on Canal Street is the local NYPD, but
wait till y'all get to the Bronx. Yeah, wait till you get to the fucking Bronx.
Well, yesterday afternoon, ICE rolled up through New York City with tanks, men in masks, heavily armed guards with AK-47, automatic rifles, all things you don't need for guys who are hawking a fake Louis Vuitton bag on the street corner minding their business.
The fuck out of New York! The fuck out of here! Fucking bitch!
Here's Tuesday, a right-wing political commentator with Turning Point USA, Sarah Hernandez, posted something on social media tagging ICE, saying that you should come check this out because it seems like they're all from Senegal.
New York City, and okay, my friends, I was just driving down the street, I was Ubering, and I saw this huge market of African migrants selling all of these bags along this sidewalk.
But the point of this video is that people are tired of ICE, are tired of this administration. People are tired of the unilateral dictator-style decisions that Trump is making. And no one wants a militarized force going through the streets to, one, target men who are minding their business, two, scare the actual citizens around them. Because don't make no mistake, this is all fear tactics, right? You send in the military against Americans in America to scare them into following the orders of the military. Yeah. But New Yorkers wasn't having it. They were not having it. They were not having it. And I think between New York, Chicago, Philadelphia, just a lot of cities that have people who are like, you know what? Actually, fuck this. We're not going to let this go any further. I think ICE will have a hard come to Jesus moment if they continue to go through New York, because New Yorkers are not going to lay down and let them just come in and just ruin the neighborhood, because these people are ruining neighborhoods. They're disrupting neighborhoods, all with our federal tax dollars that we have no say in how it's being used to terrorize Americans in America. Funniest thing is, if the Republicans, Trump, and the right were trying to sabotage Mamdani's, this was just actually a nip in the bud for New Yorkers. Anyone that will fight against this authoritarianism is the person that New Yorkers want. It never makes sense. Make it make sense. Make it.
ICE was out there rounding up illegal street vendors in New York City. You know how they be over there on Canal Street with all those counterfeit goods. Brother, I got a deal for you, brother. You know, you could barely walk around because there's merch everywhere, right? I feel bad for the people that work in that location because those illegal street vendors with those counterfeit goods make it difficult for you to work in those locations. Look, brother, man, I'm just trying to get to work. I don't want to buy none of your counterfeit stuff. There's Timo and DHS Gate, whatever that place is, right? So a lot of New Yorkers were shocked coming off the subway because they didn't see any of the street vendors. They was like, what's going on? We could walk freely. We could go to our work without being harassed. Yeah, that's what happened, y'all. ICE, ATF, and the FBI had an operation rounding up them street vendors selling those counterfeit goods. And that's a federal offense. One dude got spicy with them and they had to lock him up real quick, right? Oh, New York PD, they want to let y'all know that they didn't have no parts in that operation because they don't want y'all protesting or throwing rocks or something like that. But yeah, New Yorkers, they happy. They happy that happened. Like, man, clear the streets, right? We want some real authentic stuff.
Do you see how New Yorkers responded to the raid on street vendors along Canal Street? Listen to this.
Oh my God, la chinita. Fuck y'all motherfuckers! Look at this big dummy right here, like. Look at this big dummy.
Agents from ICE, Homeland Security, FBI, and DEA all showed up in heavily armored vehicles, all to target people who were simply working. There isn't an exact count of how many people were taken, but reports say that dozens of vendors were detained, including 2 people who were U.S. citizens. Those detained were reportedly taken to 26 Federal Plaza. And allegedly, on the way there, some agents brandished their machine guns at New Yorkers while New Yorkers gave chase. Later that night, people gathered outside of 26 Federal Plaza in protest, joined by city officials. And mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani tweeted, "Once again, the Trump administration chooses authoritarian theatrics that create fear, not safety. It must stop." According to reports, several protesters were arrested for allegedly clashing with agents. New Yorkers were just going about their day when masked men descended upon their city. Their response wasn't organized, it was instinctive. Say what you want about New York, but New Yorkers are people who look out for each other. Trump wants people to stay quiet while his masked agents disappear people. But like we're seeing in New York and other places around the country, the people aren't just gonna let that happen.
To the baddie who was wearing her business casual polka dot outfit with the blazer and her purse, literally coming out or going to work, who's literally fighting ICE in New York City. I adore you. Women keeping it.
I will say it again. Go ahead as an ICE agent and even handcuff or arrest your fellow white folks, your fellow MAGAs, right? But do not come for black people. Especially those ones that are born and bred up there. Especially those ones that have been enslaved, suffer to build this particular country. You guys think that you can just come and handcuff any other person? And what make this ICE agent think that they can just go to any city and behave however they want to behave, whatever they want to behave, start handcuffing people east, west, north, and south? In fact, I'm angry with New York City, right? Because as at this point, we should be hearing reports of, I do not support any form of violence, but at this point, we should be hearing reports of probably them beating up some of these ICE agents, because I think that is the only way these ICE agents can actually learn their lesson. You were not called that there was a crime that is actually committed in that place for you to come and address. You were not called that there was a particular chaos that is actually happening. You were not called by your fellow white folks that always love calling you guys to be like, appear here, there is this person here, there is an illegal immigrant. No. And even when you appear in those places in New York City, you did not choose to look out for the people you saw tagged as illegal immigrants. You now decided to go for the citizens and start handcuffing the citizens and start asking for their IDs. So wait, as a citizen of the US, I should be carrying my ID card east, west, north, and south just because I want to prove to you that I belong here, I need to stay here, and you do not have any, and in fact, I need to breathe here. That is where it's turning into. I should be carrying my ID card everywhere. ID card is now the new ATM or your credit or your debit card, as you guys can actually know it. That is what ID card is right now. Just imagine me as a Nigerian person. I should be carrying my Nigerian passport east, west, north, and south because I want to prove I should be carrying my Nigerian national identity card. We have our own identity card as well. I should be carrying it east, west, north, and south because why? I'm scared that police might just come up and be like, "Oh, show me your ID." Who does that here? We're gonna beat up that police officer. We're gonna make sure we teach him lesson that if he should be sent next time, he will gladly and respectfully decline that sending. The issue that you people are supposed to be addressing, you people cannot address that. Your white males or whatsoever that love to commit crime, that love to people, that love to do a lot of things, you guys do not look for them and know how you can actually address them one after the other. You're looking for people you will just handcuff and just move to wherever God knows you're moving them to. I so much love the FAFO that you guys actually got. The only problem and why I'm a bit sad is the fact that these people did not actually whoop your axe up by giving you the desired beating of your life. Because imagine the whole New York City, the crowd comes out to deal with these people mercilessly. I think they would have known how to stay in their place. And other cities, I would just love you guys to just act the way this New York City is actually acted. Because these people that actually came will actually send message to the other people and be like, do not go to New York City to go and do any kind of arrest. These people are not, except you are called on an emergency or there is an issue that you need to address. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Credit belongs to original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. This is just for educational people that stand a chance to be corrected. We do not support any form of violence here. And guys, with that being said, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my videos, I'm going to be simple and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys. I love you guys. Mwah.